Well, that was just so much fun with Wesley. Wow, that was just great, wasn't it? Oh my God. He is a super talented human. Amazing. Um, I'm gonna set this up. I'm gonna set this up for the next thing that's happening, um, which is a conversation with.
I became the number one
Whoops.
rep.
A conversation with Rocco Somazzi. So that is going to be happening soon. I'm going to take a small break, but I wanted to have you aware that it's happening here in just about 15 minutes. And I'm going to play some music while I'm going to go and, do what I'm going to do. But let's see, Angel City Jazz Festival, Angel City Jazz. Let's see. There's some. I'm just gonna put on some music. It's gonna go through some music. It actually starts with Mauro Ruiz and Ben Wendell and Jimmy Branley, Carlos Del Puerto Jr. So I'm going to play this while you're waiting. You can just have it on in the background or whatever you want to do, but come back at 2:15 because we're going to talk to Rocco Somazzi. Be right back. I'm back. Okay. Let's see here. Getting ready for this. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to link. Invite link. All right. And I have rock. Okay, we're closing off the music. Hello.
Hi.
I'm so happy to have Rocco Somazzi on my show. You know, this is a hard thing to do because he's a very busy human. Hold on one second. Let me just arrange something here. We're okay there, and I'm. I should probably get. Hold on one second. I'm gonna get copy and paste the information onto YouTube as well because oh, and I have to copy and paste. Okay, hold on, everybody. Here's Rocco Somazzi. Um, and I want to ask you questions, but Rocco, I mean, you can, we can just talk about this while I'm cutting and pasting, but
Yes.
Rocco is the creator of the Angel City Jazz Festival, which is happening right now in Los Angeles. You could probably tell us a little bit about it while I'm copying and pasting.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so this year festival started October 9, so that's last Thursday. We've had 4 evenings of mostly double bills. And tonight we have a show at the World Stage. And we're going to continue with 4 more, actually 5 more concerts coming up this later this week, Wednesday through Sunday. So a lot more music coming and a lot of interesting eclectic music that you probably don't get to hear a lot in LA.
Yeah, definitely not. Um, and okay, sorry. You have to bear with me one more moment. I'm just cutting and pasting. I'm doing my thing so that people coming on will be able to communicate with us and see it. And I'm almost done. I happen to be volunteering too. So if you come, you will probably see me. Um, and I've already done two nights and save and I am done. Okay, now I am back to Rocco Somazzi. Here we go. And yeah, I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And okay. Hi Taylor. Yeah, no, actually, this is a second show that I'm doing. I already had my first show, which you would have liked. He's a great guitarist. Wesley Amorim. I have to say that in a Brazilian style. and and this Taylor is Rocco Somazzi, who is okay. Now I can focus on who Rocco is. So I don't know how long. I guess I met you when you owned Rocco's.
Yeah, we definitely met probably around 1998 and 1999, I would say.
Yeah, yeah. So Rocco owned a restaurant where now is Vibrato, Herb Alpert's Vibrato. And it was a beautiful, that was a beautiful restaurant. And also his lounge featured modern jazz. Really, at that time, it was the only place in town for modern
Yeah,
jazz.
definitely was not, and that's one of the reasons that I opened that place because I couldn't really find places that were presenting that kind of music, you know.
That
And
was
yeah,
great. I mean, I saw a lot of people, and also I did one of my famous gigs there with Ted Green, the guitarist.
yes, I remember.
Yeah, so um, that was videoed, which I put out over his. I mean, he's probably rolling in his grave that I put that out, but anyway, I did put it out because he's Ted Green. He's so wonderful.
Right.
So, but I want to get your perspective on things, but I also want to tell people all the many, many things that you have been involved in because you've been on this road for a long, long time. It wasn't only just Rocco's. You've been and you are a consultant with the Blue Whale with June Lee, who's watching, by the way. Hi, June. Mwah.
He's watching.
Yeah, I invited him on, but
Hey,
he
June.
he said, no, he'd rather listen. But I mean, there was the Metropole Cafe. There was that place, whatever that place was called on Melrose and
Royalty,
Vine. Is that what it was called?
the one in Cover City.
No. Oh, see, I didn't know about that one. The one on Melrose and Vine in the
Oh,
back of
that's
a
Santa Monica
theater.
and Vine.
Oh,
So
Santa
that was
Monica.
kind of a nameless place. It was colloquially known as Rocco Point Two, but yeah, it didn't have a signage per se.
Yeah. That didn't last too long, right?
Yeah, I was there probably, I would say, 2 to 3 years.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
that's longer than I thought. I remember seeing Adam Levy there. So
Oh,
really,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. And then the royalty, that's up north, right?
That's no, no, that's Culver City.
Oh, that was in
So
Culver City.
yeah, so that was from 2003 or four to 2000, no, maybe 2005 to 2008.
See, I didn't know that one. Why didn't I know that one? I don't
So we
remember.
didn't do music 7 days a week. We had music maybe more like once every 2 weeks or so. It was an event
Oh, okay.
space, our gallery, restaurant.
Oh, okay.
But we did do some really nice shows there. From Theo Blackman with Ben Monder
Oh,
to Slum Gum and
oh,
Adam Benjamin and Jason Arnell. Is all kind of
wow.
interesting music. Yeah.
I don't know where I was during that time because why didn't I come over there? That's so weird. It must have been a good sized space, right?
It was pretty big. Yeah, it was maybe altogether over 10,000 square feet, but
Oh,
separate in different areas. And in the back, they had a nice room that could hold maybe 100 people for events.
yeah, yeah. Let's talk about the Angel City Jazz Festival first, because I know you don't have all that much time. But um, yeah, let's just talk about that, and what's going on. First of all, what's going on this week, you know. Let's just, I know you already mentioned it, but let's talk about it again. So um, I'll just say that Rocco's created this basically ten day festival that spreads around LA, like the Red Cat. Tonight is the world stage. Um, LACMA.
We were LACMA. We were at the Nimoy Theater last night. We're gonna be at 20 to 20 Arts for 2 days, Thursday and Friday, and then in Pasadena on Saturday at the Conservatory of Music, and a
Yeah.
Red Cat on Sunday.
And you were the first night was your wife at a
Sierra Madre Playhouse.
yeah, yeah. I can't tell you how many people I heard when we were at the Red Cat the other night came by and they said, "Oh, you were so wonderful." I so many people said that. You know, they came by and gave her those compliments. You know, I was so sorry I missed it. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell people who haven't been what they are going to experience. You know?
Yeah, I think to for people who are not familiar with the music we present, you definitely have to take a plunge and kind of think, okay, I'm gonna take a chance, see if
Yeah,
hearing music that I haven't heard before, see if it appeals to me or not. I mean, it's hard even to describe the music sometimes because a lot of it is improvisationally based. So it's it can change. Each show is unique and different.
yeah,
But all I can say is like all the musicians that we feature are first rate, and we try to provide the best possible environment for creative freedom, so that the music is engaging, fresh, original. And again, it's probably not for everybody, but I definitely would like to invite people to take a risk and or a chance and see if they might discover something that they didn't know they liked. Maybe.
yeah, yeah. I mean, uh, I'm just, you know me, I'm trying to think of how to tell people this, you know. But I mean, I think if people know of you or me, you know, on this platform, um, and they respect our taste, then they might go, oh, okay. And then maybe, I mean, you probably have quotes of the musicians who work there, right? I mean, uh,
Yeah, I mean, all of the musicians are actually relatively well known.
yeah,
You know, you can definitely look them up and see what they've done. I mean, these are all people with a very extensive career
yeah,
performing original music. So, it's not like I'm drinking
yeah,
complete strangers or people that nobody has heard of. They're
right.
just, not mainstream, but they're definitely established artists. But yeah, also I tried, like yourself, to build a reputation as being a curator. Just last night at the Nemo, I had somebody come up to me and say, "I have no idea who's playing tonight. I just came because I
Oh,
know that you're putting on the show, so I know it's going to be good." So I wish more
good.
people would
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
that
yeah,
way,
yeah.
But
I know, I know, I know. There's some people who do that, which is great, you know.
yeah, that's a few people do follow me that way, so that's
Yeah.
great.
By the way, June says, without the inspiration of all the Roccos, Blue Whale would never have existed.
Thank you, June. It's, the Blue Whale took the concept that I uh, started to a whole new level that I couldn't even have imagined. I mean, I knew when I was in Bel Air that there was a community that was supportive of what we were doing,
Yeah,
but the Blue Whale just expanded that community and solidified that support in a way that I couldn't have dreamed of. So for me, it's super inspiring to see what June has been able to do with the Blue Whale.
yeah, yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Having lived here for like 50 years, you know,
Yeah,
it's
and it's
how
just
the
like you were
music is
saying,
made.
there are people that just trust the blue. I mean,
Yeah,
when they'll
yeah,
go to the Blue Whale without knowing who's playing,
yeah,
they know that it's going to be a
yeah,
quality show because June is booking it.
yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. How was last night?
Last night was great. For us, it was the first time working at the Nimoy, and it's different geographical area that we're used to. So West Side people are different. I noticed that it's Um, yeah, it's maybe a little more conservative, reserved. Like the theater had a bouncer outside dressed in a suit and tie, and they were giving free champagne at the entrance. It was kind of, it's not really what we normally do at our show. So, and
Is the
it's kind
Nimoy?
of funny to see all these, Art Deco, fancy, and then you have the first set was super experimental,
Yeah,
crazy music. But people were into it. I mean, Steph did an incredible set of music. Incredible band. I mean, the music was just completely fresh, surprising,
Uh,
and deep. It was amazing, and people responded. Maybe not everybody in the audience got it, but
yeah,
there was a nice part of the audience that was extremely enthusiastic about it. So
that's such a turn on. Is the Nimoy the one, the newer theater that's south of Wilshire in Westwood?
yeah, it's on Westwood Boulevard. It used to be known as the Crest Theater, as a
I
movie
think I've
theater.
been there. It's a beautiful theater. It's not that
It
huge,
is.
but it's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice, and the sound is really, really good in there.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's definitely a great place to listen to music.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. So tonight, and by the way, everybody, like some of these concerts are sold out. Like at the Red Cat, which is not a tiny room. It's a good sized room. That was sold out the
Yep,
other night. Yeah. Um, and tonight probably is going to sell out, I'm thinking, right?
it's possible. Yeah, the World Stage is not a big venue, so
Yeah.
and there usually is a lot of support from the local community that
Yeah.
could easily fill up the space. So I think we are
Talk
not
about
sold
the
out yet. So if
talk
you
about
arrive
the
early, you can
artists.
still see it.
Talk about the artists tonight.
So tonight is a couple from New
Yeah.
Jersey, actually. That their name is Added Dog, Steve Colson and Equa Colson. They're from Newark, and they've been longtime ACM members, and they make music with a
ACM is what? ACM is what does ACM stand for?
the Association for the Creative for the Advancement of Creative Musicians.
Okay, okay.
ACM, yeah. So a lot of important musicians have come out of that organization. From Leo Smith, Henry Threadgill, Nicole Mitchell. So it's an association that nurtures, um, you know, black musicians that create new original music and free creative music, if you want.
Yeah,
And Iqua and Steve have been longtime members. They worked with a lot of important musicians on
yeah.
the East Coast, and their music is often includes a commentary on social issues that are important to them. So Iqua is a vocalist, but she's also a narrator. So a lot of the music includes stories about their life and in Chicago and in Newark, and they have a beautiful lyricism in their music. That Steve is a fantastic piano player. It's not going to be avant-garde tonight, so it's definitely more approachable. But it's going to be, original creative music that they have composed for a new album that is called Glow, that just came out last month. And the album features some real heavyweights like Andrew Surreal on drums and Mark, I forgot the name of the bass player, Mark Elias on bass. For this gig, they're using a local band. So they're going to have Maya, who's a local flutist, harpist, who's fantastic. She played with Nicole Mitchell at Red Cat a couple of years ago. And
And
we're going to have
Trevor? Was
Trevor
Trevor
Ware
where?
is playing bass
Yeah,
here tonight,
yeah,
and then Fritz Weiss, that was present in LACMA last Friday, is going to
yeah,
also be playing tonight at the World
yeah.
Stage. Yes,
That's great. Actually, I really loved the band at LACMA. Well, both. I mean, so Rocco had an award, basically an award given to these younger students. So they had a contest, I guess you could call it, or a
it's a competition thing.
competition.
Yeah, yeah, contest
So
competition. Yeah,
yeah, so they played first, and then the gathering, which was kind of probably somewhat similar to tonight. I mean, it wasn't avant-garde, but it had that beautiful quality
yeah.
of
There is a
yeah,
creativity and freedom
yeah,
in their music that has pretty deep roots in the free jazz, West Coast free jazz.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
They had two
yeah.
bass players. That was
Two bass
interesting.
players. Yeah, that was cool. They provide a
Yeah.
pretty heavy rhythm section, definitely.
And I didn't even realize who was on the piano until I like later or the next day I looked at the list of people. Jamal Dean, right?
Jamaldine, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's been a
great,
while
great young
since I've
pianist,
heard
yeah.
him. Yeah, he's such a great player. Yeah, boy, that was for me. That was a real turn on. And then there was Dwight Tribble singing, who I just he's just so unique and special, and he
He is a
brings
treasure of the LA
he
musical scene,
yeah, he
definitely.
really is. He touches every single emotion in your body. It's amazing.
Yeah. But I think you'll enjoy tonight as well, definitely, if you
Yeah,
enjoyed that concert. It's gonna be definitely somewhat in a similar spirit as that.
yeah. So who else?
Uh,
Hi, Matoko. um, who else is coming along the rest of the week?
So on Wednesday we have a show that is a collaboration with Vernacular Music,
Oh yeah.
who's run by Daryl, that you
Tews. Daryl
yeah,
Tews.
Thieves,
Yeah.
that you know fairly well.
Yep.
There's gonna be uh, improvised evening with three different trios, including some multimedia, dance video, and it's a free
Oh.
concert. Although reservations are required, and we are currently full, so that at the Wendy Museum, there is a waiting list, so people can sign up in case there are people that will
Where
cancel.
is it being held? This one? Where is this
Wendy
one?
Museum in Culver
Oh,
City.
yeah. I'm not sure. I'm trying to imagine where that is. Is that kind of in the kind of main part where the
Yeah, it's in the main part of Cover City, and I think the
yeah.
venue was colloquially known as the A-frame.
Oh,
They did some shows. I remember seeing the name around a while ago, and but anyway, it's a nice theater, but it's small. It's only 100 seats,
okay.
and there is no standing room, so each seat needs to be reserved, and that's why we have that reservation system. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's Wednesday. And then
Thursday,
Thursday.
so Thursday we're gonna be at 20 to 20. So that's in historic Filipino town, just east of downtown.
Okay.
And we're gonna have a double bill featuring Jeff Parker, who is a LA-based guitarist right now, originally from Chicago, who's been very influential on the scene here, most recently with the ETA Quartet, and he's also a member of Tortoise and Isotope 217, a lot of very important bands. And he's bringing in a trio with just saxophone and bass. And Chris Speed is on saxophone, and I forgot the name of the bass player because it's a difficult name to pronounce, but you can look it up on my website. And the first set is going to be by a band from Chicago called Hanging Hearts. And that is saxophone,
Hanging
keyboards,
Heart.
and drums. And it's very hard driving, intense, hard Bob Fusion jazz trio that should be really fun.
Uh-huh.
Then on Thursday, we're going to be in the same venue. We have uh, Chess Smith bringing in this new project called Clone Row. He just
Uh-huh.
released a record that is getting a lot of critical acclaim, and he's been touring all over the US, and this is the only LA stop. It's going to be amazing. Um, it might sell out, so I would definitely recommend buying tickets early for that. And
Yeah.
there will be an opening set by Mary Halvorson and Thomas Fujiwara. So Mary, she's been voted guitarist of the year on Downbeat. Uh, she's really one of the best guitarist composer from the New York scene, and she has a new album out called Amaryllis. That is my favorite album to listen to right now.
Ah,
I keep listening to it and it's just unbelievable. So she's gonna do a duo with Thomas, and then she also playing in chess band. So that's gonna
oh,
be a very very interesting night of pretty edgy music, but I think it will be somewhat approachable and interesting for anybody who likes all kind of music. I mean, it's not going to be jazz per
yeah,
se, or it's not going to be avant-garde jazz, but it's going to be more eclectic music with interesting grooves, electronics, and all kind of interesting sounds.
yeah.
Then Friday, we are at the Pasadena Conservatory of Music, and we have a very special percussionist from New York
Wait a
called,
minute. Isn't that Saturday,
oh,
Pasadena?
Saturday, yes, sorry,
Yeah,
Saturday, yeah.
yeah.
Adam Rudolph
Hmm.
has a new trio called the Sunrise Trio, and they're gonna be joined also by some faculty at the Pasadena Conservatory of Music, some three string instruments to complement the trio.
Oh,
It's gonna be
cool.
really, really nice.
Yeah.
They're also using some electronics, so it's world music with electronic and very interesting extended composition forms. And it's gonna be outdoors in a small amphitheater
Yeah.
that they just built at the Pasadena Conservatory of Music. It's beautiful. It's a terrace amphitheater with grass and small stage, good sound. It's gonna be a special night.
I hope the weather holds up for you.
Yeah, I know it's gonna rain tomorrow, but it should
Okay.
clear out by Saturday.
And
Yeah.
then Sunday is the last one, right?
Sunday is the last one, and we're gonna be at Red Cat again. It's a double bill, like most of our shows, and the headliner is Rudresh Manhapa. Great sax player, has been playing at the festival a few times, at least two, if not three times in the past 15 or so years.
Yeah.
And I've always been a big fan. I mean, his music is, I mean, as a player, is incredible, and his music is always super interesting to me. And his trio is called Hero Trio and features Francois Moutin on bass and Tim Angelo on drums. And it's basically his interpretation of his heroes, musical heroes that he's been influenced by, including, people like Charlie Parker. He actually had an album dedicated entirely to the music of Charlie Parker, but he's reinvented, reimagined in his own voice. And opening the night, there is a duo that I just learned yesterday will be their first performance outside of New York. It's
Oh,
Brandon Ross and Stomu Takeshi. So, and this is something incredibly special. I really hope some people will understand how special this show is. Not only they never played outside of New York, but and part of the reason they never played outside of New York is that they're using special instruments that are very difficult to transport. I was
oh,
talking to Stomu yesterday that he played with Milena Casato and Nimoy, and he told me that they both had to buy two plane seats to
oh,
bring their instruments on
wow,
board.
wow.
They are acoustic instruments, so it's going to be an acoustic guitar and acoustic bass, not an upright bass. It's an acoustic bass guitar, and
Oh,
these two musicians are absolutely phenomenal. And together, they met playing in Henry Treadgill's band, and they formed this duo called For Living Lovers a while back, and they just released a second album that is really, really good.
yeah.
So yeah, I think it's
Sounds
a very special
great.
performance.
Well, one question: How do you find the music, and how do you decide on the music? Because I mean, there's a lot of people out there. Um,
Um, um, it's a very complicated process. it's uh,
okay.
I don't think I can get too much into it, but
Yeah.
it's year round, meaning that some shows are decided way ahead through grants, like, apply for grants for some special projects, especially when I have people traveling. And so, like right now, for example, last month, I found out I got a grant that I applied for a year ago for a
Uh,
show next year. So it's like,
uh,
so
yeah,
there are few days that are set, years ahead.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then slowly the schedules get filled based on what I want to present, what who's touring, who has new projects, albums out, and what the venues are interested in. I make it a collaborative. So one of the special things about Angel City is like we use many venues, and each venue is carefully considered when booking the festival as to which artist is the best fit for that venue. So we always think. That way, also the double bills need to make sense and not just booking. Let's say I book somebody at a venue and then I have an open slot. It's not going to be just whoever can do it or I want to put in there. It needs to make sense musically and provide. It doesn't mean that they need to sound
The
similar. It
same,
just
yeah.
needs to somehow be interesting, and either the contrast or the similarities needs to make the evening more interesting than just two separate concerts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My friend in Seattle said Rudresh is also going to be playing with the Hero Trio in Seattle as part of the Earshot Jazz Festival.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And Mount
Earshot is
Airy.
one of those organizations that does a lot of that you know presents a lot of the same music that I like. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's great. Well, let's see. I know, we didn't plan on a long, long conversation. Um, I'm just trying to think of, uh, I worship you personally. I think you are a gift to the community, and I just think the world of you. I think you're a great human being. I think your wife is amazing. She's amazing. So if she's amazing, that's another reason I like you. And, um, but I just I know I know a little bit of what it takes to curate and push and create. And this is I mean, we've spoken about that before when you came over here, but, um, you know, it wasn't always easy. Now it's actually working and it's kind of flowing and, but you had this vision a long time ago. It was 18 years ago, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to say thank you personally to for what you've done and what you're doing and all the things that you do, your sight and your positivity, and I think you're great, man.
Well, thank you very much. It means a lot to hear that from you. I always thought that my contribution was relatively small to the community. I really respect all the incredible musicians that are part of this community, and I feel like my role is just try to facilitate a little bit the opportunity to get this music out. But my role is very small compared to what the actual artists bring on the table to the table. Yeah.
Well, it might be small in one way, but it's also like the basic stability on which other things are built. So, I mean, I think about that a lot in my own contributions because I'm not hugely known or doing big, huge things. I'm not rich. I'm not making a lot of money, but I keep putting things there and changing the history of what's going on here, and also the forwardness of what's going on. So that's what you're doing. You're creating this stable base from which other things actually project out of. So it's very, very valuable, very valuable.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And June Lee says, thank you both deeply and always, and see you in a few days.
All right. Yeah. Looking forward to see you, June.
Yeah, so if you want to bump into June Lee, you'll come to I think he's coming either Friday or Saturday. So there you go.
All right. Yeah, I
Thank
guess you'll
you.
bump into a lot of interesting people if you come to our shows.
Definitely. Oh my God. Definitely. Wonderful people.
A lot of musicians are coming. It's nice to see other musicians coming. That's always something that since when I had Rocco was something that I tried to build and encourage. To not only have musicians come and check what other musicians are doing, but actually talking to them and maybe start a new project. I've seen friendships and bands start at shows that people were coming out. So I think that's an important part of the um, um, of how things happen in this community, and I definitely
Yeah.
want to encourage that.
Yeah. I'm sure that you get a lot of satisfaction seeing that
Yeah, yeah,
happen.
absolutely.
Yeah. It's like yeah, cool. All right. Well, I'll see you tonight. I'll
Yes,
see you
I'll
tonight
see
at
you
the world
tonight
stage.
at the world
And
stage.
I'll be wearing my Angel City t-shirt.
I have to give you one of the new ones.
Okay. For those of you who know Keo Griffith's work, like on a lot of my albums and many other people's albums, he actually designed the new shirt. It's very nice. I was very impressed with his work on Daniel Rosenblum's album.
Yeah, yeah, the graphics on that are incredible, and his live
Beautiful.
visuals during the concert
Yeah.
were something else.
Yeah. Really beautiful. Okay, man, I'll see you tonight. And for those of you listening, come out. You have like, what is it, five more?
What is
One,
it?
two, three, four, five, six.
5, yeah. Well,
Six.
including tonight is 6. Yeah, yeah, 6.
So six more opportunities to come out, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna feel so good coming out and being in that, in the, sorry, in the community and the music. I mean, it really is like a salve for these times. So make yourself come out to these. They're really great. Thank you, Rocco.
All right, thank you, and I'll see you later.